Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. As soon as I welcome everybody, my phone has the buzz. I was thinking about one particular time in my career, probably about 3 years. I worked as a SRO, school resource officer. And I remember one particular occasion I was working that day, and the kids were home because it was teacher's work day, and I was in my office trying to catch up paperwork. And one of the teachers I was familiar with, a nice lady, her husband came to visit her that day, and for whatever reason, they got in a heated argument. It wasn't that bad, you know. I was able to tone them down a little bit. You know, you can understand families. That's the thing about being a police officer. Just because, you know, somebody acts up, that don't mean you got to haul them off to jail every time you stop a car. That don't mean everybody's got to get a ticket. But anyway, they worked it out. He was still angry, but he left, and she went back to her classroom and was doing her thing, and I went back to the office. And the guys that were on patrol, I think they were busy, or we were short of manpower that day. I remember the dispatch giving me a call to go say, can you go to this certain area? There's a wreck. And what we called it was 1050. 1050 means wreck. So we don't know if anybody's injured, hurt, or whatever, but the highway patrol's on their way. And this was outside the city. They asked me, said, can you ride out there and check to make sure everything's all right? And we've got an ambulance on the way and all of that. And I said, okay. So I go out there. When I get there, I see a van and an 18-wheeler had hit head on. So I turn my blue lights on, and I go up to the van, and I don't recognize the driver because the window's so smashed up. The front of it smashed. And I'm talking to the 18-wheeler driver. He said, man, he just crossed the road like he hit me head on intentionally, like he meant to do it or something. I said, okay. So I'm looking in the van trying to reach him, and I can tell he's deceased. And lo and behold, it was the man that was the woman's husband at the school. I don't know if he was so mad that he lost it and crashed into the truck or whatever. And I don't give out names, but, you know, here I am in a position. I'm waiting on highway patrol. I've got to go back to the school and tell this woman, your husband was just killed in a car accident. This is the second time I've had to deliver bad news to somebody. So, I mean, that's a day in the life, man. A day in the life. So, now that I'm retired now, I'll let everybody know, kind of plugging this a little bit. I've played music all my life. I've played music since way before I even got into police work. So now I write, record, and produce my own music, mostly country. I do rock. I've done some metal. So, and you can catch my music on YouTube, Brian K. Walker, or you can check me out on Spotify. I've got probably about 15 songs out now. Check them out, give them a stream. Listen to them, tell me what you think. I've also got a YouTube channel called Blazing Brian's Guitar Lessons where I teach guitar. So I'm always extremely busy doing something. I make sure I stay busy doing something. But just wanted to give a shout out to my Blue Line folks. So sad stories and things like this stay with us the rest of our life, you know, the things that we experience. And I wanted to share that. And you like what you see in here, I'll have some more stories here. Like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. I know I do short videos. Later on, I'll start doing long videos, but for right now, I'm doing shorts. I stay so busy in recording studio, trying to record stuff, trying to do my guitar channel. So, all right, peace, everybody.